28 bank accounts, and none is your turned sensational. When ignorance meets intellectual abuse. My friend, it's amazing to see some of the people that allow themselves to be possessed by mediocrity. Politicians that do just anything to get into power are all inherently dangerous, every single one of them. But their believers must only blame themselves. They choose propaganda and waste words often repeated over provable facts. They say they know, they say they researched it, but you can see that their minds are not even their own. It's sad, but what to do? Huh? It's like looking at the little Christmas ram goat and how he loves and trusts the master, believing that this man will lead it to green pasture. Propaganda politics often separates the wheat from the tear when it comes to personal autonomy. It is a burden when Ethiopia wants freedom, but two-thirds of the Ethiopians are careless. I hope you get my drift. How do you explain to someone who deliberately chooses ignorance? Marcus Garvey was destroyed by black people that chose the white fellow over him. Welcome to Skywalker Channel, where good coffee makes bad people feel bad. But that's not a bad thing. Today, we are brewing something even stronger: clarity. Clarity. Let's talk about a topic that's been making waves lately: the number of bank accounts someone owns. Specifically, the chatter around Andrew Holness and the claim about him having 28 accounts. But this isn't about Andrew or any one person. It's about principle, understanding, and not falling for propaganda. Or simply not being so damned ignorant when you can go read a book. Doesn't look good. Mm-mm, doesn't look good. First off, let's clear the air. Having multiple bank accounts is not inherently suspicious. Many people, myself included, have had more than 10 accounts over a lifetime. People that sit down on sidewalks rubbing their hands all day with no understanding of how the society works are very fickle in their brain when it comes to very simple things about the society. That I have come to realize very well. Why do some people have up to dozens of bank accounts over their lifetimes? Yeah, because life is dynamic. Here are some reasons why people might have multiple bank accounts. There's separation of finances, right? Personal, business, savings, and investments often require different accounts for clarity and organization, right? Many times, people that are keen on finance will use other books to achieve other purposes and avoid complications with their accounts. It is not anything odd either. Even advisors in banking may advise someone to take out a separate account in some cases. Dormant accounts, sometimes accounts are opened for specific purposes and later left unused. They still count, but they are not active. In other words, the accounts you have left that are dormant while you move from bank to bank all register in the system as your accounts anyway. For as long as it's there, 10 years, 10, 20, 30, it still registers as your account. It will be counted if a forensic report is ever done on you 40 years later because it is not registered as closed, only dormant. You have family or joint accounts. Parents might open accounts for their children, or spouses might share accounts for household expenses. Sometimes children don't even know or recall that they were on their parents' account. These will count as your accounts anyway, even though you had nothing to do with them directly. You have banking benefits. Different banks offer different perks, higher interest rates, lower fees, or better loan terms. It's smart to diversify, right? So people who are smart diversify. You have international dealings. For those with global connections, having accounts in different countries, it can be practical. Really, really. Now, let's address the real issue. Why does the number of accounts matter? It doesn't, unless there's evidence of wrongdoing. Forensic audits focus on transactions, not the sheer number of accounts. One account could hold millions, while 28 could collectively hold far less. 28 could hold $28. It's the flow of money, its sources, and its uses that matter. Nothing has to do with actual number of bank accounts. Only in Jamaica. Oh my God. It's embarrassing, my people. Bank accounts in themselves are not monetary items. They're not monetary items. Jamaica, Jamaica, oh my God. So why is this Andrew Holness case being sensationalized? Because it's easy to mislead people with numbers. It's a tactic to distract, to create doubt, and to manipulate. But we are smarter than that. We won't let anyone turn us into fools for their selfish gains. Oh, well, sorry. We have to speak for ourselves. In my case, this propaganda had the opposite effect on me. I turned against the people who are fooling ignorant people. I hate intellectual abuse. Just because people are don't, you don't have to send the fool a little further. I am really against that mentality or that mindset. I think it's wicked, spiritual wickedness in high places because you have a bunch of fools around you. No, you don't do that. I hate it. Let's take a moment to talk about forensic investigations, the rigorous, unbiased examinations used to uncover the truth in financial matters. These aren't casual reviews or surface level audits. They are deep dives into the minutiae of financial activity, designed to leave no stone unturned. Here's why they stand out. Transaction tracing. Every transaction is traced down to the last cent. Investigators follow the money trail to establish its source, purpose, and destination. Patterns are analyzed to ensure all activity complies with the law. You have account interconnections. Forensic audits don't stop at isolating one account. They examine links between accounts, whether personal, business, dormant, or otherwise. This means no matter how many accounts someone has, they are all part of a comprehensive analysis, right? You have the verification of legitimacy. Investigators verify the legitimacy of income sources, scrutinize expenditures, and ensure there's no hidden activity. If all of this checks out, then the presence of multiple accounts becomes irrelevant. Do you think a forensic examination into someone's bank account is that simply think it's something you can just get off like, scotch free or escape easily? When someone does a forensic examination on your account, he's gonna know transparency and finality. The process culminates in an unbiased report, right? So they are gonna make a report whether this person there is any reason to charge this person for any wrongdoing. If any red flags arise, they are highlighted. But if not, the individual's financial integrity is reaffirmed. So the auditors came, they checked, and they reaffirmed that this man's financial integrity is intact. But that's not how it ended. You remember how it ended? Come on, people. The stupidity. This level of probity was applied to the case involving Andrew Holness. It was. They were forensic auditors. I'm not lying. They came from abroad. Well renowned auditors. Lots and lots of millions they took to do it over a 6 month period. The results demonstrated compliance and legitimacy across all accounts. That's what they saw, making it clear that the number of accounts was a non issue. The forensic audit effectively closed the door on speculation by focusing on facts rather than assumptions. In other words, the forensic auditors had asserted beyond reasonable doubt that Andrew Holness was clean. So why are we having this? Whoever carried on a case after that had their own personal reasons, most likely political, which had nothing to do with illicit enrichment or 28 bank accounts. It has to do with literally damaging someone's reputation. This is not even questionable. It's not questionable, it's obvious. As we discussed earlier, the public discourse around this subject has often missed the point, focusing on a number rather than the substantive findings of the investigation. Understanding the depth of forensic scrutiny helps us helps us see past the propaganda and appreciate the process for what it truly is, a safeguard of transparency and fairness. Here's the takeaway. Don't be swayed by headlines or hearsay. Ask questions, seek context, and remember the number of accounts someone has is a non issue if everything checks out. Thanks for tuning in to Skywalker Channel. Let's keep the conversation balanced, enlightening, and always grounded in truth. Until next time, stay sharp and sip responsibility. Think on these things, my people. Peace out.